Bree from Brave Fitness. Today's topic is just going to be finding a fitness instructor. So I'm going to give you guys some little things to keep in the back of your mind when you're looking for a good one. There are good ones and there are bad ones. There's tons of certifications out there. There's ones you can get online for like $50. Call yourself a certified fitness instructor. It's really important to know the basis of their education, the knowledge, where they're coming from, the ideas. And so hopefully throughout this video, it'll give you guys a little bit of better understanding what you want to be looking for when you're looking for somebody to coach you, because that's huge, especially if you don't know what you're doing. It's kind of hard to know if they know what they're doing. I'm just going to give you guys a couple things today to think about, and hopefully this helps in the long run when looking to find somebody to help you out. One really big thing, I would consider this the most major thing, is the one-size-fits-all plan or routine or mentality. You definitely want to stay away from that. If they say, okay, I usually tell my clients do this or do this or do this, and it's, they're saying things like running for 10 minutes before you work out, or stretching for this amount of time, or doing these specific stretches. If there's something that they're telling every single one of their clients to do, in some cases it's okay. If it's things like lifting a certain way, lifting or doing specific muscle workouts in a day, that kind of thing you definitely want to stay away from, because it just proves to you all the more that they're not going to tailor it to you, and you need that. Before I started learning all this stuff and studying it, I had no idea that things as far as like working out could vary so much from person to person. I had absolutely no idea, but it's amazing how intricately our bodies are designed, and they are very, very individual and specific. So just definitely be careful and watch out for that one-size-fits-all plan. What you want is a trainer that's really going to sit down with you, do different assessments, cardio assessments, stretching assessments, talk to you about your day, what you do daily, your job, that kind of thing. All of that definitely has a huge impact on what your body's going to look like over the years, where the tightness is going to be. For example, like a desk job versus a job where you're walking around, different things like that. So definitely you want somebody that's going to get to know you on a personal level, take and be taking their time with it, not just like going through a checklist. You really want to feel like you have a connection with your trainer. I think that's huge. So that's going to be number one, in my opinion. Second thing, you don't want, especially on the first day, because later on this would be acceptable, but on the first day or the first couple of days, you don't want them to be giving you time frames. Like, you're going to see results within 3 weeks, or you're going to see results within a month. You don't want that. You want to stay as far away from that as you can. Like I said, everybody's different, so until they get to know you, they shouldn't be able to determine anything like that. A lot of times, I think fitness instructors that don't really know what they're doing will do that to give people like hope, or to have them keep coming back. So you definitely want to stay away from that. You want a trainer on the flip side of that to encourage you to do research, and again, like, just don't, I guess when trainers typically would do the time frame thing, it's going to make it seem like I know what, I know all the answers, like I got this figured out, it's going to be this, when they come across like they have a specific dead set in stone plan for you, that's when you want to run. You want somebody to encourage you to go to other people, go to other professionals, go to massage therapists or chiropractors, and get whatever other help you need, and not to make it seem like they're your only answer. And I think that's really, really important. Number 3 is also a really huge one: generalization. You don't want a trainer or even a nutrition specialist to be very, very general. Again, I'm speaking mostly for fitness professionals. Kind of going back to step 1, you don't want them to be like, okay, all I gotta do is run for 30 minutes every day and you'll be fine. You know what I mean? You don't want that one-size-fits-all type of plan. You don't want generalization. When they're talking to you and you say, okay, I'm feeling a lot of pain like right here, or at my back or my hips, and you ask them a question like, where could that be coming from? You'd want them to, instead of just giving you an answer right away, being like, well, when do you feel the pain most? How severe is it? You want them to really dive into the specifics of that problem. And again, not just be like, oh, well, it's probably this. You don't want the probablys. You want somebody to really get to know you and really show that they care. That's going to be huge. Another thing, I've seen this so many times with trainers, they'll come across as if fitness is all that you need. You just need to work out and you'll be fine. You'll feel so much better, blah, 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 which you will. That is, I mean, it's completely true. When you start working out, you're going to feel a huge difference. But you want somebody to encourage you to dive into the nutrition side as well. Dive into the making sure you're getting enough sleep and the hydration. You want somebody there that can coach you. When I have people, you know, a lot of my friends, you know, come work out with me, and you can tell the difference between people who eat right and sleep right and drink a lot of water versus those who don't. You can see it. And, you know, the people that don't eat right or the sleep schedule's all mixed up, they'll get frustrated and they'll say, Brie, like, I feel like I could do so much more. I don't understand why I'm getting tired or I'm getting, you know, bogged down. I could tell them real easy what it is, you know. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist, but you need somebody, like I said, if you're going in to working out not knowing what you're doing or not really knowing, you know, the rights and the wrongs, you want somebody there that's going to be like well-rounded as far as education, that can help you out with knowledge on that kind of thing, just so you know that you're doing it right, that you're fueling your body right. If you want specific gains, if you're looking for muscle mass and things of that nature, you're really going to need to know the nutrition side instead of just like, oh, protein shakes. You know, you really need to know what you're doing to your body, what it's causing you to do. So I would say in that instance, you know, when it's specific things like that, even weight loss, you're going to need to know how to fuel your body enough, but not overly, you know, if you're trying to cut back on the weight. So definitely a trainer that appears well-rounded in the knowledge of that, I would say is definitely something that's important to look for as well. When you're doing your research, just one last thing I'll mention just for you on your own, when you do research, you know, if you have a trainer that encourages you to look into different things, encourages feedback and all of that kind of thing, you want to make sure that you're going to the right sources. I would say first, if you're older especially, you want to go to a doctor, you want to get a physical, you want to get, you know, their opinion on your health, even just to track progress. It's probably a really good idea just even for that. But you want to go to a doctor, you know, if they have concerns or say, I don't know if you should be going this drastic with a fitness program. I would say definitely hold back, listen to them, take their advice. They're professionals, you know, within reason, of course. The other thing is, if you have professionals in your area as far as nutrition, fitness, that kind of thing, those are the people you want to go to. Every fitness professional, I say, has a different way of looking at things. So you might find, you know, 5 out of 10 are really great, that kind of thing. It's not just like, oh, I found one that knows everything. I'd be very, very careful to ever say that. Even me, you know, looking at different videos of doctors and massage therapists and all this different stuff, I learned so much from other professions, people's ideas, how they were trained. It's just worlds of difference. And the other thing is age. Maybe look at, you know, a younger trainer versus an older trainer. Fitness goes through phases where some people will say like, oh, you know, now it's all about the low weight, more reps, or, you know, vice versa, different things. Fitness goes through stages where they say this is the latest, greatest thing. So you definitely just want to make sure that you're getting a whole bunch of knowledge from a whole bunch of different places. Make sure that's solid. Don't go to magazines. Don't go to the internet within reason. With the internet, you don't want to go to those, again, the one-size-fits-all type of websites. Go very, very in-depth. And even if you're struggling with, you know, an upset stomach or anything, trouble sleeping or anything like that, before you even start working out, look into different teas, look into different, you know, foods that could help you with that so that your body is 100% before you go and hit the gym. Those are some things that I find very important. I hope that it helped you out. Again, this is all just my opinions. I would just say do your best. If you have questions, message me. I'm more than happy to help you out. All right, talk to you later.